I'm just getting it started here. My speaker is not working properly. Plugged in,
His speaker, right? Or the microphone?
check my speaker.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, it's not working.
I'll take it back tomorrow.
Hmm.
He doesn't take credit cards, so I have to.
When I tap that, plug that in on the back. Maybe that got wiggled.
Yeah, went up.
You can see everything's plugged in.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe it's not coming out.
Tried something.
They're going. You probably want to check the picture again because I think they're up in the ceiling.
Yeah. I will.
There you
Yeah.
Sure, I get it. I'm seeing Mike, so I'm
Yeah.
totally wrong.
You see Willie, see?
You don't need to get.
I like that back door. You just walk right. Yeah, huh?
All you gotta do is pound on it, we'll let you
Maybe.
in. Okay.
Okay, you all ready now?
I think so.
All right. Call meeting to order. First thing is the general assistance ordinance. Read that.
Pursuant to 22 MRS, the municipal officer of the municipality of Brownfield, after notice and hearing hereby amend the municipal general assistance ordinance by repealing and replacing appendix A through H of the existing ordinance with the attachment appendix A through H, and shall be in effect from October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2024. This amendment will be filed with the Maine Department of Human Health and Service, DHHS, pursuant to 22 MRS 4305-4, and a copy of the ordinance and amendment appendix shall be available for public inspection at the municipal office, along with a copy of the 22 MRS chapter 1161.
We make a motion, let's not do it. Yeah, nothing. Okay, second.
So,
Second.
yeah, I'll second.
All in favor? Done. Motion on the minutes.
Make a motion to accept the minutes of September 19th.
Second.
All in favor? Yep. It was all set, I think.
Yeah, I've gone through it.
Yep,
Signed it.
I went through it. No, this one.
Oh, it's signed that. I thought you asked for payroll.
No. We all go with the payroll? Good. Yeah. All right, we'll give it here. Correspondence.
All right. This is an email from our lawyer, Zach. I gotta read a couple of paragraphs here before we go into what we're gonna do here. It says, "Good afternoon. I'm forwarding an unusual voicemail I received from someone named Bill Chad, identifying himself as an FBI agent and asking whether I represent the town." And this is what he's saying. "I cannot speak on this with this person or confirm that I represent the town without approval. I find this a bit odd, and I might suggest that you do not authorize me to confirm that. If this gentleman is an FBI agent, then he should first communicate with the town, and then you all should loop me in as you see fit." I want to get to this. Before you play that, let me read what the law says about it. Pretending to be a federal agent is a federal crime in the United States, punishable under the law 18 U.S.C. 912. It is a crime to falsely represent oneself as a federal agent or employee with the intent to intimidate or deceive another person. This offense carries a maximum penalty of 3 years in prison and a fine. Just so you know what that is.
Yeah.
Usually should plug them in the
It
key.
usually does, and it did earlier.
Anyway.
Yeah, we go.
Hi, I'm trying to get in touch with Zachary Ranwin. My name is Bill Chad, and I am with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So I can direct all communications, trying to just not step on any toes, but I'm just wondering. Just so we can have a little chat. Hopefully I've got the right person. If not, we'll call the front desk tomorrow and see if I can get verification. Thank you, sir.
And the FBI office is downstairs of the lawyer's office.
So we're all set with that? Yep. And then we received a draft audit for 2021, and we got it right here. I'm not gonna try to read all this. Lynn Boyle provided a revenue detail report on the APA funds, and I got that report here. I don't know if anyone wants to go through it all, but let me see. Jess Davis, I got an email from her, what we did. Just a second. It seems that Terry Blake was taking care of the Quint Rogers Cemetery on Cato Road. And he told her that he couldn't do it anymore. So basically what this email says is she contacted Dana, the guy that mows the outlying cemeteries. And he said he's willing to take it on, but she has to go through, the selectmen first, you can't just hire him to do it.
Right.
So. That's something that we gotta. Get settled somehow.
We can-
Yeah, he's gonna give us a bid on, so, I don't know. If, we need to contact him, or-
Well, he'll be putting a bid in for in the budget committee. And if he does it this fall, we can come up with the extra, right?
Yep.
His contract doesn't run out until 25.
What's it, 3 years? So we can have to
But we can add it in,
He
to the
can-
budget committee, we can add to it.
I would think.
put it in that, though. Yep,
I don't know if he's done the fall ones yet or not. The fall one.
probably not.
all right. Our assessor is gonna be. Attending a class on Wednesday and vacation fair week. Hannah will still be here working. She'll still be in here work, so. And he's got a letter here. He says that they're supposed to take an ethics course once every 3 years and his time is up, so. In the last offering for in Maine for such a thing was Wednesday, so. I will have to attend and not be in the office. I will most likely be there on Thursday, however. As we want to get the tax commitment wrapped up, I could remote into the Brownfield computer in the meeting room while he's taking his class. So this is not gonna have to pay close attention to the class. That's what I mean.
Is there a way, there's been a couple times that they show up to do the assessing and people don't expect them, it's kind of broadsides them. I don't know, is there a way we can send a notice if there's a list of people that are gonna be visiting?
He did send out notices, I do
Yeah.
believe.
Yes, yep.
Everyone.
Yeah. I mean, just happened to be a bad time this last time, I mean,
Right, yeah. But is it like the overall at the beginning of it, or like at the beginning of the week, if he sees, does he send one? It was like he sent the notice a month ago or 2 months ago. Yeah,
It's about done now. He did R10, so he's got 11, 12, and 13, and I don't think they're gonna get to all of them this year.
yeah.
I think he's about done. She
Yeah,
said
but
they
if
had.
he's got the addresses. There was, I don't know, just explore a way that we could send them a notice a week before. So that they don't. And then they could respond if they've got problems or they can't. I don't know if there's just a general way.
Okay.
It's mostly just misunderstanding, but I don't know if it's preventable or not.
It's just a bad feeling.
yeah, I think that one was just a bad time.
Mhm.
Most people have been really good when he's gotten there, so there's only been, I think, 2 that have had an issue, so.
Okay, we got, we're gonna have these articles re-voted, but we gotta schedule a
Public hearing,
public hearing. I guess we gotta.
informational hearing.
And
You gonna pick a date or later?
Thank you.
I have no idea right now.
Do we just have to be so many days before the vote?
I don't think, is Michelle in here?
Yes.
Does
You
it
need to
have to be-
your- These 7 days. To the election,
7 days,
at least 7 days,
so we got
but
plenty of
I
time.
think having it. So,
Well, October,
Sure.
it's the election.
sorry.
so that's coming up quick after the fair, we're gonna. It's gonna be 2 weeks probably. Can we?
Yeah.
Can we set it now?
Could for the 17th, but your next October meeting. You could have a public hearing for your, informational,
Yeah,
Very
here
good.
like you had.
All right, let's do it for the,
yeah, just move over there.
You could move it over there, or you could have it here. I mean, evidently, there's not many people that's gonna come, but we could try it.
I would imagine it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
we can just hold our meeting over there.
Okay.
For the 17th,
Yeah,
for 10/17.
At 5:30.
Yep.
And at the community center, Willie, is it open?
What night?
October 17th is Tuesday.
Who's that?
Mhm.
I don't believe there's anything going on.
Okay,
Now there is no.
Yep, should be clear.
okay, thank you.
Which articles will be on the ballot?
I couldn't hear you.
Hang on a second, okay, I heard it. The first one is to see if a town will vote to change the office of the tax collector treasurer. And the second one is for the to change the town clerk and registrar. And the third one is to see if the town will vote to create an advisory hiring committee, it's for the committee to go, I guess, with the selectmen to hire somebody. And the fourth is to see if the town will vote to transfer from surplus $1,000 to the animal control office budget to correct the addition typo error in Article 15 on the warrant. You hear that?
Yes, so we're not considering the payroll article, which had errors and confusing as well.
nope.
And the last thing on the correspondence is the marijuana establishment fee schedule. And the planning board suggested these fees. For tier 1, I guess it is, application fee, $100, license $500. The renewal is $250. And I don't know what this here is for, this stuff.
Was this yours or theirs?
It's both. It's the escrow account. So if somebody leaves the property and leaves the stuff there.
Oh,
But this is within state.
Yes, within state guidelines. All they did was remove the inside, outside. We just do a single tier. We don't do inside and outside.
I don't know if I need to read all these figures.
No.
No one's gonna remember it. They got the fees all set, so if anyone needs to look at this, they can. Glad to look at it. I think that's it for the.
Motion to accept that.
Motion to accept this.
Yep.
The fees for the marijuana.
Yep.
Schedule. Seconded.
All in favor?
I make a motion.
You make a motion, okay, I second.
All right, all in favor? There you go.
Can do that much.
Oh, man.
All right, Robert Moulton. Mhm. Yes, he's gonna finalize it and present it. I believe that's how it worked. Yeah,
Do you know?
he has not told us that.
So it still isn't final.
Not in final form yet.
You just gotta have that carefully reviewed.
So we still have no idea when that'll take.
Very soon.
It's expected in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's going back how many years though?
This is 21.
And then he also said that he expected 22 would not be too long in the future.
All right.
Schedule the informational meeting, that's done. Department heads. Let's start with Cindy.
Well, I've been,
catching cats, I'm dealing with barking dog ordinance, and, I do believe we had 2 dogs dumped in town of Brownfield, nobody's claiming them at the shelter. And I've advertised it on the Porter Field page, the Porter page, Friends of Hiram, the Cornish page. It was out on Spring Street. So, and nobody's even admitted to owning these 2 huskies,
Oh, wow. Too bad.
so. And if I was with the barking dog on, barking dog play, that to me is closed, there's nothing more I can do. He runs a farm, he's exempt, there's nothing more that can be done. As far as my laws.
I think, Brian wants to say something.
Okay. She says he runs a farm, but in that. Law that's, it says certain type of agricultural and herding dogs are exempt. It doesn't say anything about beagles, bear hounds and stuff like that. So how can you, consider those are exempt?
Did he get a copy of the ordinance?
Did Brian?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you get a copy of the ordinance, Brian?
Well, I had brought one in a while ago and Albina had put it off, I didn't bring it with me.
Did you get a copy of the Brownfield ordinance?
Have one of those, but.
Yep.
Well, to answer that,
Could you give him a copy of
I'll give him this one.
that?
to answer that, the state has a law, if you run a farm, you are exempt, barking dog and ordinance, and it's not breed specific. I have asked the state multiple times if it's breed specific. You can have a poodle, a chihuahua, whatever you want, it can be an agricultural dog. There's nothing that states in it that's breed specific.
No, it doesn't say breed specific, but it does state, herding and agriculture.
Yeah, and agricultural,
Are his dogs agricultural dogs?
you're splitting the hairs on this because
No, it's not splitting hairs.
he falls under the exemption of the barking dog ordinance because he runs a farm. I have asked the state 10 different ways, 10 different times. I've asked other ACOs, he exempt.
So he's let his dog pretty much bark continually and he's live for that.
Yes, he is.
I guess I would have to see where they say that if it's not agricultural or herding dog, that part is exempt.
Anybody that runs a farm is exempt from the barking dog ordinance. It doesn't have to be an agricultural dog or a herding dog. If you have a farm with farm animals, you are exempt from the barking dog ordinance. Yes.
Question. The tracking devices that he has on those dogs, are they just tracking devices or are they
Does that-
attached to? Few of his dogs has come down to the house before and in Brookfield.
And that's under hunting laws. So you have to get a hold of game warden on that one because those are zap collars with tracking. And that's under the hunting laws, which has been addressed before by Lucas here.
Yeah.
One of these dogs are like, other people talking and just wandering around, is that exempt also?
Yeah, not during hunting season,
Well, right now it's hunting season.
but what about not during hunting season? You said to me before you were gonna give him a citation because the dogs were out if they come out one more time.
Yeah, well, all I've heard is barking dog. And the only thing I've heard from the complaint is barking dog.
Well, no, that's not true. The
Yeah,
neighbor,
I can go back on the text
Alright,
message.
alright. That's enough. We're gonna look into this, but I got a feeling it's gonna end up being a civil case between the two landowners. Or multiple landowners, around the neighborhood. Okay, Cliff?
Yeah. Let's see here, October 4th, Wednesday, Lucy and I are going for
operating training at the transfer station. And December 5th, I've got an appointment with Jacob Hyde from Occupational Safety Specialist from Safety Works. Just gonna get me headed in the right direction on books and what we need training on. I'm hearing that we need training on backhoes and trucks of certain kinds, which we've all run backhoes for years, but we don't have a piece of paper saying we can do. That's one of OSHA's new things coming up. It's like chainsaws, all our tools that we work in the shop, we need training on. You can second me with the fire chief here, he knows a lot more about this than I do, I'm just getting into it right now. But this Jacob Hyde is probably gonna help me out a lot as far as my paperwork. That and the transfer station both. Hard hats, hair protection. If we have chainsaws, we need chaps, safety glasses, steel toe boots. They all have to be in the shop. Even if they're not wearing them, they just have to be there, can't do whatever we gotta do, they gotta be there. That's an additional add-on stuff that we need. Other than that, we got the body off that truck, putting a new sander on it. Did a lot of that today. And I don't know what you guys think about putting an ad out for at least a part-time snow plow driver for the flagship. You know, there's probably a lot of people out, but at least have somebody to be like on call.
Did you say part-time?
And that would
Part-time?
Yeah.
You wanna come in and work on the ad with me? Thank you.
I've got the downbox pretty much all painted and ready to go. I just need to get the base made out of it for it. Concrete. About it.
Willie,
Rec department. Well, as you may or may not know, we had some work in the skate park this past week. We got a new flat top and rail from the Rye Airfield. And we purchased some concrete and did couple of the guys that skate out there built a ramp. We provided plywood and stuff for it. They've been out there working pretty steady on it. We've been checking in with them. It's coming out pretty nice. So we continue to work on that. We can continue to help them out with that. The park will be closed down until tomorrow mid-morning. Maybe by noontime it'll be open back up. But it's been shut down since Saturday just so people aren't tampering with wet concrete and stuff that's all constructed. Besides that, we have a bunch of upcoming events. This coming Friday, we're having a community night. We're having a girl come in and do a paint night. The Friends of Rec are also going to do a free homemade pizza night for kids and adults. They want to come in from 5 to 6. The paint night will follow that afterwards. That's going to be a separate event, but same night. So that's for community members to come down, make homemade small pizzas, etc. You've got Halloween coming up. The church in town came to our Friends of Rec meeting last week and want to do a trunk or treat on the Saturday before Halloween. We said we'd help them with that. We're gonna have a few vehicles go down, and we're looking for donations of candy to fill trunks. So if anyone wants to donate any candy for the trunk or treat. Or if you want to be involved and park your vehicle down there. We'd love to have you, so reach out to me and we'll get you set up for that. The following day, at noon time on Sunday, we're going to do a pumpkin carving event. And we did that last year, went off pretty good. Hopefully, we'll have a good turnout for that again. After that, we're going into November, we'll have a fall ball at Lions building, which will be a dance with the Ultimate Country Band, and we'll have food there, and we'll try to raise a little bit of money for the Friends of Rec. Besides that, soccer's going on still, and we have yoga still every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Mike,
You see the best. I don't really have a lot. We've got not that many building permits coming in. I think I've had 2 in the past month. So we don't have a lot going on there, but it's pretty well known. The assessors going out and about doing their business. They're finding violations, not that they're issuing violations, but they are sharing information with me. So additions, sheds, those kinds of things. As we get into the colder months, I guess it's pretty important. We don't have an ordinance for these, ADU buildings and stuff like that. It's something that I do feel that we should get in touch with the planning board and work on. When you're having sheds, campers, these types of structures that people are living in throughout the winter months is always a risk, right? You're talking, how are they being powered, where's the sewer going, all that kind of stuff. It's all important stuff from a safety point of view, not to dip into Dickie's, waters, because it probably has a lot to do with health and safety. I know that's more his. But if you got a chimney, check it, have it cleaned and ready for the season. I guess it's really important if you got a furnace, have that checked and cleaned if you can and get it ready. Short of that, I really don't have any building permit issues or anything like that to address right now, but you just get ready for winter and be safe, I guess.
Dickie just had a call, he had to leave.
About Michelle and Wanda.
Michelle, you get anything for us?
It's election time, absentee ballots are gonna be ready by the October 7th. Created the ballot today, I'll be printing them off probably by the end of the week, beginning of next week. I am working, I've got to contact the state, the lady who handles it is not available today. But there's a way that I can link our town ballot to the state's new online electronic voting. So they would go on when they do the state one, they can request a town one as well. And vote their ballot electronically for any, handicapped or individual who prefers not to come out or whatever, they can do it right there, then the state will send me all the information. And the results that they compile, so I'm working on trying to get that up and going. Other than that, thanks to Cliff and the guys to doing the ballot box, once that's back here, then I will get the decals and stuff put on and have that ready to go for the election. And the new lady that is being trained is working out wonderful. She's picking things up very quick. She's fitting in. She likes it. So far so good.
Excellent.
make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Why do you want?
What do you need?
My few questions. One is, I know we talked about security cameras, about that. Just wanted to know if Wanda's camera's been resolved.
No, it's staying there.
It's what?
It's staying just the way it is,
Why is that?
because it shouldn't be in the offices to begin with.
It should be for security purposes.
Somebody could blow me away through the window. What good is that camera gonna do?
I think we read where it's your choice, didn't we?
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
shouldn't
Yeah.
be by,
You don't have any outside?
Vinnie, you have a question?
Yeah, I was wondering, Paul, that was made,
Mhm.
I was wondering if we could get to the bottom of who that was, it sounded like it was Eric Walker.
They're working on it.
You guys always stirring the pot and stirring a lot of strife and division in our community. That's a very serious, thing to do, is to portray yourself as an FBI agent. I know myself personally, I've been dealing with their harassment and intimidation tactics for years now. I've been waiting to get to the bottom of it. Currently, I'm waiting for a speedy trial because of these characters that continue their harassment against me. And I hear that they were calling in as an FBI agent, and Cindy Walker has the nerve to be raising her hand right now when she's the main culprit on the slander and defamation of character campaign against me to this day. And I think that's very evident that these characters did way more than break the code of ethics and abuse their authority under color of law when it was in the seat of authority of the select. I think the current board needs to address that, because these characters in this room are very serious threats to our community.
Vinnie?
I just wanted to go back to, another topic that you were looking into was the, overpayment of the admin assistant. I know that's been going on since before town meetings. And how that was going to be corrected.
There isn't any over.
It was corrected at town vote.
Town vote.
There was no overpayment.
The animals there.
We agreed to the payment, that's what it was.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay.
There was no overpayment.
There wasn't overpayment. I mean, I actually have brought paperwork to show that there was an overpayment.
Yeah. We took the funds out of ARPA funds.
That.
Well, hang on just a second.
We've got the legal documentation where we could.
I'm just gonna read this one thing, I'm not gonna read this whole paper. ARPA funds can also be used to maintain current salary levels. So why do you say you can't use it? I mean, I wasn't involved in that, but.
Because, funds, and, we didn't receive the ARPA funds for that.
There's no designation.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you can use ARPA funds for.
Right, but we didn't receive those ARPA funds for that.
It doesn't state,
It did state that.
it did not.
Because you're bullying Eric, he's not going to speak up and say that again.
Eric's an FBI agent, no?
Okay, that's enough.
But
Yeah, meeting's over. Done. Here's a pen.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Have a great night.
Bean, I did sign your thing, so I read that.
Thank you.
Have no security on our treasurer
Cindy Walker.
for their protection.
A liar, or more than that.
I'm not worried about it, why should you be?
You're a Carmen.
All right.
Tonight.
I'll see you.
There you go. I saw it, yes.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Would you like help cleaning in the chat?
Oh, I'm used to it. I have to wait. I'm gonna shut this off.
Straight from our,
Straight clear.
so how do you, why do
You
you say
should,
what?
in a private conversation.
This tape is still running.
You know, it all should have been handled logically, but if you had known the circumstances. If you had known the circumstances that brought him to his need for that, that should have been a private conversation.
Okay.
Why didn't we know?
That he should show past it.
Oh, I see.
If he had, him. One of the selectmen had told me to shut my mouth.
Yeah, I understand.
Enough said?
But going forward,
So,
no, we're not. It's.